Hey, welcome back, guys. It's been a long time, feels like, since we've done an Injustice video. And originally we were planning on doing our usual challenge reset for the Killer Frost, the current Killer Frost challenge.
But it appears like the problem that people have had is not getting the challenge to reset. It's getting the challenge and then keeping the challenge without it resetting by itself.
Yeah, there have been a lot of complaints that people aren't able, if the challenge even appears, that they aren't able to keep it long enough to complete it, and it ends up expiring maybe a few fights before the end.
Yeah, and that's if it appears at all.
So we were lucky enough to get 2 copies of her. We completed the challenge twice, and right now we're in the middle of leveling her up. So instead of doing the challenge reset, we thought we'd do a little demo. So you can see the challenge is still not back yet. There are methods that people have tried to bring the challenge back, but we're not actually going to get into any of that because there's no point bringing it back if you can't actually complete it.
Yeah.
And we figured there's no point adding to our own frustrations. So what we're going to illustrate here, actually, this is going to be just a showcase for Killer Frost.
Because her ability is so ridiculous.
Yeah, I think she's actually better, to me she's better than the Regime Killer Frost. Regime
Yeah.
Killer Frost cuts down healing by 90%.
That was a game changer though, because it meant that you couldn't rely on healing gear as your only type of gear.
Yeah, that's a bad strategy
But
against
this
Killer Frost.
Means that their power generation is cut 50%, which affects everyone no matter what.
Right, so even if they don't have healing gear, they're affected, and if they have healing gear, they're much less likely to get to the point where they can actually trigger their special.
It would take them twice as long, so it's only 50% as efficient.
Right. Now, because in multiplayer, you actually, power generation favors the person hitting, while in single player, power generation favors the person who's getting hit. We're going to illustrate this in single player, and we have to level her up anyways. We're grinding experience for her.
Yeah, and so you can see just how little power that they're generating, even when we're smacking them around.
Right. So we've got Deathstroke as our damage dealer. We're just, you know, like our original video showed for grinding experience, bonus battle 6 is the best. We happen to be here already, so let's have at it. So yeah, I think this is, if her stats are anywhere comparable, if her special 1 and special 2 are anywhere comparable to Regime Killer Frost, or even a little bit worse, I think she could replace Regime Killer Frost on our favorite
Just
team.
ability-wise, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if her freeze ability also works. So as you can see, they're not generating any energy.
Normally at this point, she'd have a special 2 that you'd have to dodge or block because we've been smacking around so much. And nothing.
You actually are getting hit quite a bit. But you see, no matter what's happening, they're just not generating the energy.
Yeah, so this makes a huge difference. So the people it won't affect would be like Containment Suit Doomsday, right?
Because his ability is what gives him energy.
Right. So even relatively easy fights anyways are that much easier because you don't have to worry about specials coming into play.
Ever, yeah. Which, for anyone who isn't specifically geared out with blocking gear, means you never have to block.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, so sorry about that. There's no real great answer for keeping the challenge long enough to be able to finish it. If we could actually get the challenge back consistently, we'd be able to test it out a little bit. So, definitely, if you get a chance to get Killer Frost, the challenge is back, give some consideration to maybe buying out her challenge. It would be really expensive. I think it's somewhere on the order of 600,000 credits. It might be worth it because she is just that good.
Yeah, but they might also have to do a redo of the challenge. You just have to gauge what it's worth to you.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened with Regime Killer Frost, where they took away the challenge because it was
glitching.
Yeah, it was making it impossible to play.
All the Killer Frosts have actually had problems so far.
And in the end, ultimately, it was worth it. She's just that good. Anyways, thanks for watching. And I guess that's the answer. We're not leaving Injustice. It's just until this recent update, until this challenge, there hasn't been really a lot to show.
We do what there is to make videos from. If there's nothing from Injustice to make videos, we don't feel like there's meaningful content to be made, and it would just be kind of drivel.
Yeah. And we're a non-dribble channel. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.